All right, what's up, YouTube? We're here, it's Birdman, and we're back with our first interview. You know what I'm saying? We started off right. We're still out here at Mats, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about yourself and your truck.
Yeah, my name is Daniel Barnett. I'm originally from Nashville, but I run out of Cartersville, Georgia now.
Okay.
And this is my 2021 W900. It's a 283 wheelbase, and it's got a 18-speed Cummins 565 X15.
Okay.
And I pull customized dry van. I do mostly concerts, tours,
Okay.
stuff like that. So I've got it. My dry van has like ramp racks,
Right.
and tighter center posts, interior lights, and then I carry just kind of extra load bars and straps and stuff like that. But
Okay.
I go everywhere, from Newark up into Canada, all the way across Saskatchewan, back into U.S., from Utah to Pompano Beach, man.
Hey.
Like we're everywhere. And
that's cool.
I'm currently, so my company is Music City Transport,
Okay.
but I'm leased on to a buddy's MC.
Right.
And we have a small group of guys, and our main focus is supporting the larger entertainment carriers.
Okay.
So any companies that have over 50 or 100 trucks, once their capacity gets exhausted, we come in and they reach out to us, and we do outside contract with them. So we don't necessarily have direct relationships with production, although we do some stuff just on our own as well. But
Hey, that's cool.
yeah, it's Rickard's Transportation, awesome dude. And I was with Landstar before, and ran my own numbers before that and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I originally started driving in the late 90s,
Okay.
and I got into the industry when I was in high school. I worked on the docks and loading and unloading trucks for a fella by the name of Robert Durant.
Okay.
Birmingham Nashville Express was his company, which is no longer in business, but
Okay.
just kind of living the trucking dream,
Hey, that's
I
cool.
mean, diesel's in your blood, it's in your blood.
It is.
And then I linked up with my buddy JT here, and convinced me to come up here to Mats, and we had Mr. Patrick Friday to do a little polish on her.
She looks really good.
Get the steps
Really
in
good.
there, that's Mr. Friday right there.
Hey,
So
she looks real good.
he did his due diligence on that, and that's it.
Hey, that's good. And one thing about it, if you're gonna be on the road, you want something that's definitely gonna be comfortable. And one thing I know, the studio sleep is not comfortable.
Hey, you got to be sitting neat in the seat, that's for sure.
Hey, that's for sure. That's
Yeah.
for sure. How typically long are you out?
If we're on a tour, you're out for the whole tour.
Right.
So it could be anywhere from 30, 60, 90 days. Sometimes the tours will go 6 months. So it just depends, but it's kind of a deal where you work 6 months, you're off 6 months.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So, and the miles, so like, for example, a tour that we did last year, we picked up in Newark. We were gone for 35 days, and the total miles were less than 10,000 in 30 days.
Hey,
So you're saving miles on the equipment,
Yeah.
which is more money in your pocket.
exactly.
You're not paying for tires and maintenance and everything. Fuel's less.
Yeah.
So in general, it's like half the miles, twice the money. It's kind of a good idea. Like people are always like, how much do you make doing that? Well, it's half the miles, twice the money, but the trade-off is you're gone.
Yeah.
So you either got to be okay with a high divorce rate, or you got somebody that loves you really to the core back
They
at the
understand.
house, you know, that
Yeah.
understands what you're doing. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's a good thing. And what advice would you give the younger drivers out there that's looking to get into this side of the owner operator and, you know, maybe that thing? What advice would you give them?
I would say don't do anything willy-nilly. Don't just jump. I think a lot of folks they don't do all the math
Right.
first, and they miss some of the stuff. So I would say crunch your numbers, figure out what you think you're going to make, cut that in half.
Right.
Figure out what you think your expenses are, double that.
Oh, right.
That's what and that will give you a safe idea of what you're going to need to get into it.
That's good. That's good advice right there. I appreciate that.
And I would also say find somebody doing whatever it is you want to do and become their best friend.
Yeah. Networking is definitely the key.
That's
I
it.
learned that myself.
And that's in life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I think so many folks just, here's a little life. I'm not an old, I guess I'm old for like young guys.
Right.
I'm 49.
Okay.
So, and I've lived like enough years, like I've lived fast, you know, and I've done a lot in those 49 years.
Right.
Which is awesome. I've spent some time in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
I ran local for a distributor, you know, selling beer on a beer route in Nashville. I've been over the road. I've worked for companies. I've run my own company. But I would say by far the most important message I could give to anybody is, and this is from what I see just in today's world,
Right.
judge less and love more, okay?
That's beautiful.
Just judge less and love more.
Definitely.
When in doubt, show kindness and love.
100%.
That would be my lesson, my
Definitely.
words that I'd leave with somebody.
Hey, I appreciate that. I 100% agree with that message.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anybody want to get in shout out? Anyone back home you want to say anything to?
My son Noah, he's
Okay.
3, but you know, he's the reason I wake up and breathe every day.
That's
So
beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful.
my son Noah.
Okay. Do you got any social media platform that?
Yeah, YouTube, Music City Transport,
There you go.
and it's the same on TikTok, Music City Transport, and Instagram, Music City Transport.
Okay.
It's the
all
same on all of them.
right. Cool deal.
Yeah, man.
Well, there you have it, man. And I appreciate you for your time today.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, shoot, yeah.
It's over and out. Back at you.